For this tutorial, I used my Addi 22 needle. I already made the tube. I cast on with the body color and knit 35 rows and then added my waste yarn, and I left myself a really long tail because I'm going to use that tail later at the cast off end, and you need to make sure that it measures this. I'm also using a wooden ring that's about 2.5 to 3 inches in size. You can find them at Hobby Lobby, and I'm also going to link it in the description box. And you're also going to need a 4.25 millimeter hook and also an 8 to 10 millimeter bead or a small button. To start, we're going to cinch this cast on end closed. And then you're going to go ahead and thread your yarn needle onto that tail and reinforce your stitches. So what that means is I just go back through all the stitches and make sure it's good and closed. Once you've done that, you're going to knot off this end, but you're not going to cut the yarn because we're going to use this tail. You're going to go ahead and grab your 4.25 millimeter hook, and we are going to create a button loop on this end by making a chain loop. So essentially, you're just going to insert your hook into the bottom, anywhere is fine, just close to the center, and then you're just going to draw up a loop, and we're going to chain 5. If you have a bigger button, then you're going to, of course, need to chain more. And then you're just going to slip stitch right next to that. This is going to close up our chain loop, and this is going to serve as our button loop. So then you're going to just fasten off and weave in this tail. Now we're going to work on our cast off end, and I'm going to use the slip stitch method to shut this end of the tube. And I'm just going to line up my stitches like you see me doing here so that each stitch is across. So you're basically just going to slip stitch each little loop into one another. And this is going to shut the end of the tube. And you're just going to continue doing the slip stitch method all the way across until you have all 22 loops closed. Once you get to the end, you're going to take that long tail and draw it all the way through. And then, of course, you're going to remove your waste yarn. Now we are going to add our wooden ring, and we're going to use that length of tail that we left ourselves in order to do that. So grab your ring, and you're going to go ahead and put your hook in that first slip stitch. Then you're going to put your wooden ring between your working yarn and your hook and just slip stitch right through that ring. Now you're going to put your hook back in that first stitch, and we're going to move this wooden ring to the right out of our way, and we're going to draw up a loop without the ring. And then you're going to push that ring right back in between your working yarn and your hook and draw through the ring to make your single crochet. Then we're going to skip the next slip stitch and repeat the process all the way across. I recommend skipping the slip stitches because you don't really want 22 stitches on this ring. You just want 11. So I'm skipping every other slip stitch so that I don't have quite as many on the ring. So you start your single crochet outside of the ring and then you finish it inside the ring. So you're going to be moving the ring back and forth as you go. Once you get to the end, you're going to slip stitch down into the piece itself. And then you're just going to fasten off and weave in that tail into the inside of the tube. Now we're going to add our button, and I'm using an 8mm bead for my button, but you can use whatever you want. And you're going to want to place it up just a little bit higher if you want to add a tassel. So I'm just going to take a little bit of yarn and I'm just going to sew this bead through just the top layer, going through just a couple of stitches. And then I'm going to be tying these in a knot, but I don't want the knot to be very noticeable, so I'm going to bring this other tail till it's pretty close to the other one. And there's just like one little stitch in between them. And then I'm just going to tie it in a knot. Cut off the excess a little bit and weave in these tails to the inside of the tube. And now you can leave it plain like it is because it's really cute like this, or you can add a tassel, which is what I'm going to do. Now I just use my fingers when I make tassels. So what I'm going to be doing is wrapping my fingers 7 times. I don't want it to be a super big bulky tassel. And then I'm just going to cut the bottoms, and that creates my tassel tails. And now I'm going to grab my towel ring and grab the end of the button loop and my hook, and I'm going to draw one end of all 7 strands through the button loop. And then I'm just going to bring the ends together. It doesn't have to be perfect because I'm going to be trimming these tails. And then we're going to add a gathering knot just below this buttonhole to secure the tassel tails. So watch me carefully. I'm making a loop. And then I'm going to wrap this strand of yarn around that loop and around the tassel tails. Once you're satisfied, you're going to bring that tail through the loop that you created and then pull on both ends of the gathering knot that we just made. And that's going to hide the knot underneath the area where we wrapped. So you're going to go ahead and cut that top one to the quick and then trim the tails so that all the tassel tails are even. And this is what it should look like. And you are done. I hope that you enjoyed this tutorial today. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. And if you haven't already, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for watching.